The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Minnesota's offense will be first on the attack. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Well, everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Off-play action on first down. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
To the ground with the back. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back.
Now, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And the Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Flips it out on the screen. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He lets it fly. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that. Now the strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Can't get him to the ground.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score a touchdown.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They'll run play action. And that one's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Caught over the middle. It's Cano. Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Utah State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Aggies had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud? Defense comes on the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Is get first downs like this, and they move the sticks, and they get some momentum. Look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The sure hands, it's Potts. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Golden Gophers have this offense rolling.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Grab behind the line. It's Applewhite. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Using his legs to buy some time. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Past the first down marker and still running. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Using his feet to buy time. Find some fresh air. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Gonna run it. It's Gentry. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Applewhite. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to cap it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Creates a little space. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Applewhite. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. That'll trim the deficit to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Cano. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking for room. It's Applewhite. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Right on target this time. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade, and that'll move it closer after that pass interference penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll go to the ground. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Now on 2nd down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
You got got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Gophers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you've still got the football. Looking to throw on first down. Here's some pressure. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Fights off a defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. They're going to ride this running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Pressure coming. Grab near the marker. It's Cano. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. On the move, it's Gentry. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Goes straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Now they have extended this lead, guys. Starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, but they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
The Golden Gophers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Hauls it in. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal.
quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Jumped on top of the pile.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught behind the line, it's Lewis. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they can't make the connection.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Applewhite. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled. And he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception. But they haven't been in sync. And nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to throw again. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Off the play fake. Immediately fires to the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wants to go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Give to the running back. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense in press coverage. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Turning it on! Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Slams it ahead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he made the extra point without problem. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
It really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool.